This is the Talking About a 23 Sneaker channel. Talking About a 23 Sneaker channel is毎日アップするので毎日見てください. And every single day I do bring you content and do bring you upcoming sneaker reviews and sneaker releases. And today is no different as I bring you the Nike Vapor Street PEG that comes in two colorways, orange and green. As I said in the introduction, today is all about running shoe, the Nike Vapor Street PEG, which is a really cracking looking sneaker. And there's a couple of things on there that really interested me, and there's a connection to Japan. And if you can read Japanese, there's something in this sneaker for you. But before we get into that, of course, please do subscribe to the channel. We've been pushing the channel on and getting stronger and stronger and bigger and closing in on that 300 subscribers mark. Perhaps we've even passed it by now, which would be very, very great for me, and I would appreciate it very much. So please do hit that subscribe button down below. 登録お願いします。どんどんちょっとずつチャンネルが大きくなるので、登録すると助かりますので登録お願いします。And I did forget to say, did I forget to say at the start of this video that I'm shooting videos now in my front room? I usually or used to shoot videos in my back room, but it was a bit bland, a bit sterile, a bit sort of dull there, and I thought I'd try shooting videos in my front room for a change. But that means that we have got my little girl next door right here, and you can probably hear her chipping in once in a while, but I've also got a couple of dogs banging around the place as well, so they might interrupt us. But if they do, I think it adds a bit of culture, a bit of diversity, a bit of life to the channel, a bit of noise in the background. I don't mind it at all. But if you do mind it, please let me know in the comments down below, and I'll pop myself back into that back room where we can focus on just the sneakers. Okay, let's have a look at these sneakers that are coming out. There's a couple of interesting things that I want to talk about on them. One is that there are two places where they have, let's call them redundant features, okay? Let's say redundant features. They're a bit like your appendix, actually, now that I come to think about it. I hadn't thought about that before, but your appendix is sort of a redundant feature on your body. Nobody really knows what it does, and it doesn't seem to have much purpose. And that's these two features that I want to talk about first on these sneakers. And one's the toe box and the other one's the lacing system. So first, looking at the toe box, there are panels around the front on the toe box that are totally unnecessary. Because of the weave upper on these sneakers, they don't actually need the standard toe box. The toe box was designed originally to form, to give it a bit of structure, a bit of solidity to the sneaker, but also to guard against wear and tear around that toe area where there would often be a bit of wear and tear. But now that there are technological advances, and we don't really need toe boxes anymore. If you look at things like Prime Knit or what's the other one, Fly Knit is it called? It's just a uniform toe box now. It's not got the sort of panels and the overlays so much anymore. And this sneaker doesn't need panels and overlays, but they have put overlays on the front on the toe box there just to add an element of design, which I think is kind of cool. However, runners out there will probably dislike it because it adds weight, and even an extra gram can make a difference to a high performance runner. However, it does look good, so we're either way on that one. And then in another place around the lacing system, you can see some leather panels that appear just at the top, sort of 2/3 of the lacing system there. And again, they're not actually necessary on this sneaker. They're only there as a design feature, not as a structural feature, shall we say. But they do add an element of, I think, I don't know, color, design, pop, whatever you want to say to it. But again, the runners out there will probably be slightly dismayed because these guys are probably going to come in at 5 or 6 grams extra weight. And again, runners don't like that if they're a serious runner. Now, me, myself, I'm not a serious runner. I have run marathons, and I'm trying to get back to running marathons. If you saw my video yesterday, it was called the Cinco for Summer Challenge. And one of the sneakers on that Cinco for Summer Challenge was my running shoes, which have lain dormant for a couple of years since my little girl was born, and I need to get back to running. That's why that was at number 5 of my Cinco for Summer Challenge. So I have done some light running, shall we say. I've jogged some marathons, but I'm not a serious runner. I'm not a high performance runner. Yeah, I'm not, am I? I'm not a high performance runner, am I? I'm not. I'm just what do they call it? There's a word for it. Not a leisure runner. An runner. I run for leisure, for pleasure, for whatever you want to say. And I need to get back to that. I need to get back to getting some more regular exercise in my routine. But anyway, my point is that the runners out there who do count the grams on their outfit, and it matters to them, that extra 5 grams over, you know, the distance of a marathon can actually make a difference in seconds or perhaps even minutes to a high performance runner. So those extra panels on there will probably not be appreciated, but from a design point of view, they look pretty good. The only other thing I want want to talk about, well, there's two things actually. One is the two different colorways, and I like to do this in my videos, is to have them both going one after the other up here, so you can have a really good look at comparing the two different colorways, one green and the other orange. And then the other thing that I want to talk about is at the back of the sneaker, I've been critical in the past of the midsole design and the way it sort of draws to a point like a pirate's hat at the heel section there. But I was told by a runner friend of mine that that actually provides support for the Achilles tendon. What's a tendon? The Achilles tendon, and is actually quite an innovative development in the performance of running and in the science of running. Personally, I think it looks pig ugly. I really don't like it. It looks like a silly sort of innovation. But if it makes a difference to how your Achilles holds up, which is an essential part of your body, let's face it, then perhaps I can forgive the designers for that, because it's more important to be healthy than it is to be cool. Okay, that's enough from me today. I hope you appreciate this quick review, as my little girl does appreciate this quick review of an upcoming sneaker release. I do try and bring you that content every single day, and I have brought you that content every single day for a half a year now. If you appreciate that, please do hit me up with a subscribe down below. Let my little girl know that her daddy's doing a good job, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Oh my goodness, can you believe I just did that? Oh wow, I mean, regular viewers who watch all of my videos to the end maybe I've worked it out. Oh, what did Talking About 23 just do? And what I just did is at the end of every video I have, what's it called, a transition into the end screen, which is like a crossfade, and I do this thing where I point at the camera and say, I'll see you tomorrow, and then at the point that I point, it crossfades, and I didn't do the point. So let's rewind and say, thanks for checking in, please do subscribe to the channel, and I will see you tomorrow.